of this, and this. God said, that's not why I want you to fast. You don't fast because of that. When you fast the right way, God says in that chapter, God says, then here's what will happen. So he talks about then, and we're going to read in verse 8. He says, then your light shall break forth like the morning. Your healing shall spring forth speedily. Your righteousness shall go before you. The glory of the Lord shall be your rear guard. Then you shall call, and the Lord will answer. You shall cry, and he will say, here I am. If you take away the yoke from your midst, the pointing of the finger and speaking wickedness. Here's some three thens. He says, when you fast, first and foremost, when you fast and you fast right, then comes healing. He says, then comes healing. Healing for your job. Healing for your sickness, perhaps. Healing for your family. Healing for you. Healing for your situation. Healing. Then comes healing. Number two, he says, then comes righteousness. Righteousness. It's right standing with God. It's, if I can put it this way, it's the alignment for your assignment. He's aligning you back into your proper place to take on your assignment. When you are outside and entangled with worldly goods and not connected with God, you are not aligned to take on your assignment. But I can say this, your assignment is still waiting. God is still patiently waiting and saying, listen, I want to align you back up with your assignment. But before I can do that, you have got to fast and you've got to pray. And then I will align you up and put you back in a right standing that you can continue on the assignment I predestined you to do. And then finally, the final then, he says, then I will help you spiritually. Supernaturally, I will help you. There's always, if my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray. Then, there's always, God says, you must do a certain amount, and then I will come to you. God says, this ain't no 100% me going to meet you all the way. What's that movie called? I don't even want to bring up the scene, but I'll bring up the scene anyway. Hitch. 60-40, 60-40, 60-40, 50-50. Don't know what scene I'm talking about? Anyway, let's move on. We don't condone that kind of stuff around here. But God says, listen, this ain't no 100%. God says, you're going to go a certain way, and then I'll meet you there. But it's until you go, and until you put some sacrifice into your words and your lips, and until you begin to do those things, that's when I will heal you. That's when I'll bring you to righteousness, and that's when I'll help you. Amen. The last 3 days of every month, I am asking you to fast. On March, there will be a specific fast. Easter is right around the corner. I just believe in the abundance of God. And I am a firm believer that if we can pray and fast, there will be an abundance. Abundance. Now, I'm not stupid to say that. I know that's not a nice word, but I'm not. But I know not everybody's going to do it. I'm okay with that. I'm all right. I have come to the conclusion I'm all right. All I'm asking you is just to pray. Just to pray. Give a little prayer. Sister Simone, just give me a little prayer. Give your pastor some prayer. Give your church some prayer. But I'm asking anyone else that wants to see an abundance that you begin to fast with me. Let's push back the plate. Let's push back the Cokes and the Pepsis. Brother Mike. Let's push back some stuff, some worldly entanglements. Let's push back Facebook. That's right. Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. Let's push these things back, church. Let's move it aside. Listen, how many? I know I don't care. Just don't anymore. How How many can get on Facebook and almost stay on that thing for 30 to an hour? Minutes. How many can strum through there and just do that? Well, I see this comment. I want to stay on that. Ooh, look. Probably nobody. They're all saying, no, I don't do that. Exactly. But the thing is, when you're on Facebook, you ain't even trying to keep up with the time. You done got lost in the time. Imagine if we took that time, Brother Scott, so I'm going to fast Facebook, and I'm going to take that 30-minute time, and I'm going to get refocused with God. And I'm going to fast. I eat breakfast, I eat lunch, I eat dinner. In between there, I have little snacks. Little snack. I told you I like eating. Sometimes I got some Debbie cakes going on. Sometimes I got some Slim Jims. Lord have mercy. I'm too much like a product of my father. The hardest thing for me, I know, Sister Beth, the hardest thing, I absolutely know this with no shadow of doubt, for me to fast. I don't know about you. I'm going to have confession. Okay. The hardest thing for me to fast is food. It is absolutely the hardest thing for me to fast. So I know, Sister Joanne, if I can push some things away with food, I absolutely know without a shadow of doubt that my spiritual life will begin to grow. And therefore, by me knowing that, I am going to push some things away. So I'm asking, what is the hardest thing for you to say no to? Is it food? Then you need to fast food. Is it Facebook? Then you need to fast Facebook. Is it TV? Is it Glee on Fox?
Yes.
I don't know, I'm just saying. I don't know, I'm just saying. You got a favorite TV show on Netflix that you watch? You need to go fast it. On these 3 days, I am asking you to take the hardest thing that you can say no to and fast it. That you do on a daily basis. Because we need to get to a dimension in God that we need to grow. Amen. We need a spiritual awakening. We need revival. And I know this, for this church, it ain't going to happen for what we've been doing. It is time for us, Pastor Mike, to change. And I know, Brother Buddy, I can do that through prayer and fasting. How many can say amen to that? Amen. How many can lift your hand and say amen to that? Amen. We're going to see. I guess we're going to find out. We're serious about this. Amen. Stand to your feet.